80%. 80% of college students are interested in spirituality. 76% are searching for the meaning of life. However, less than half, only 42%, are secure in their spiritual and religious views. "43% of first-year students regularly attend religious services. This number drops to 23% by their third year. "26% of students are self-diagnosed as being under psychological distress. 10% is having low self-esteem, and 20% is undergoing spiritual distress. These statistics are from a study done by UCLA, which was released in 2005, called The Spiritual Life of College Students. From this data, it is clear that students have many spiritual needs coming into college. The question is, where do they go to with these needs? Is there someone there to share with them how Jesus is the answer? This is where InterVarsity comes in. The InterVarsity chapter at Dickinson is known as Dickinson Christian Fellowship. The fellowship currently has about 40 students and holds several different events throughout the week and year. Every Friday night there is a large group meeting in the building right behind you, Old West. These meetings are made up of worship, the speaker, who is often a pastor from a local church, and announcements about upcoming events. Student-led small group Bible studies are held during the week, as well as prayer meetings. Kara Miller, a longtime InterVarsity staff worker at Dickinson, leads discipleship groups. There are various outreach events that take place throughout the year, in addition to service projects or trips, retreats, and InterVarsity conferences. I'd like to share a story of how a student's life was impacted by their involvement in Dickinson Christian Fellowship. Mitch Hernandez, class of 2010, came into college as a Christian, but was in a discouraged spiritual state away from God and quickly fell into a lifestyle characterized by drinking and partying. Towards the end of his second year, he was brought to a place where he realized he couldn't go on unless he sought out God again. Through emailing someone in DCF, he got connected to one of the student-led small group Bible studies and started going the end of his sophomore year. The following year, he got involved immediately, going to large group meetings, another small group Bible study, regularly attending prayer meetings, and participating in a discipleship group led by Kara. Getting to know and connecting with other Christian students on campus helped him to restructure his life back to being focused on God. Participating in a discipleship group provided him with regular spiritual nourishment, which helped him to get back on track spiritually. The fellowship provided a safe environment where he felt he could share about what was really going on in his life, which was key when he went through a difficult personal and emotional time his junior year. The summer after graduation, Mitch participated in our area's urban project and is now currently an InterVarsity intern at Milledgeville University. Unsure of his career path after this intern year, the one thing he knows for sure is that he wants to live for God no matter what he's doing. So what exactly is the role of InterVarsity staff workers at a college like Dickinson? Let me share some quotes from InterVarsity's president, Alec Hill. He says, simply put, we love students, faculty, and the campus. For nearly 70 years, InterVarsity has been sending missionaries to colleges, universities, community colleges, and institutes. We seek to discern what the Lord is already doing on a particular campus and then align our activities with His. We believe that the best way to reach a university community is, after prayer and scouting out the land, to identify as many missional Christians as possible and then equip them to impact others for the kingdom. InterVarsity staff workers act as guides and mentors for students. Here's another quote. One of our central values is to place primary responsibility for the health of our chapters into the hands of those we serve. In a nutshell, the role of campus staff is to coach emerging leaders. As you can see, InterVarsity staff workers work with students to impact their campus as well as become servants of God in their lives after college, also in the local church. In fact, one of InterVarsity's core values is partnering with the church in campus ministry and equipping students, faculty, and staff to become lifelong active members in local congregations. My name is Kelly Zwink, and I'm a 2009 Dickinson grad who returned to work as an InterVarsity staff worker with Kara. There are 3 ways that you can partner with us. First, be praying for students and faculty at Dickinson. Second, be praying for InterVarsity staff workers at Dickinson. And finally, you can partner with us financially through monthly and one-time gifts. I hope you've enjoyed learning more about InterVarsity and the ministry at Dickinson, and will join us in the mission of reaching college students for Jesus.